Hi everybody, welcome back. This is October 18th. It is a Wednesday. Today's discussion is going to focus on this bell ringer here. For the most part of it, excuse me, we're going to look at how advertising plays a role in people's understanding of the world around them. So the question asked today is, if you could give a percentage on how many of your decisions are based on advertisements or commercials, what would it be? So if you're looking at perception or a percentage of your decisions, how many of them are based on advertising? Now, the pictures that I have up on the screen here show Sofia Vergara, who is a Pepsi commercial, spokesperson, or spokeswoman, excuse me. And then you have at the bottom, I found this kind of hilarious when I found it, the Trump steaks. And again, Trump quotes it as the world's greatest steaks. It kind of sounds familiar. However, what I wanted to do is, outside the percentage, I want you to write which ads are the most effective. And we were in discussions in class. Some students said some ads, sometimes it's the food, sometimes like movie trailers for advertisements for movies. Other people said that whenever celebrities are endorsing an item, that's a major reason as to why something can be influential in terms of why it would make an influence or impact a decision. But the point of what I was trying to get at here is that propaganda and advertising really affects the way we think about the world around us. So what I was trying to get at here is later in classes, when we look at how propaganda was used in World War I, we can see of how Americans were influenced by this. Now, the next step of what we did was we read through the American response to the war in the book. It's page 418. And then we also went on to page 419 reading about American neutrality, why America pledged neutrality at that point. So pause the video right now, find this stuff in the online textbook, and take a look at that and read it. And then after you're done with that, come back on and continue playing. So for those of you that already read through it and finished it, let's continue on one here. So also on page 419, I'm sure you still have the book up, keep that out and you look at the sections on preparedness and the peace movements. We read through each of those sections individually as a class, and we kind of looked at what each one was all about. And the question I ask is, how did Americans make room for both policies here in the United States? Because one of these suggests that we're preparing for war if it happens, or sometimes some people said when it happens. And then the other group says, let's keep peace going because we don't need to get involved in war. War shakes up the family values that we hold so dear in America because men, husbands, brothers, sons, they will go off to fight the war, and we can really shake up the family. And the family is the sole unity, the most important individual unit in the United States. Why would people, focus on preparedness and peace? Why are the reasons that people argued that each one was better than the other? So we went over this argument because when America declares neutrality, they have these two movements that come across the United States. We have preparedness as well as peace. All right, so read through those again and take a look at some of the reasons why preparedness and peace movements grew to such, got the momentum that they received at that point. After that activity was done, we actually did a propaganda activity around the room today. Since you're not here, I posted a video on Canvas at the bottom of the World War I section that refers to propaganda, about when it comes to raising money, when it comes to bringing ideas forward about influencing American opinion. Also opinions of our allies or those that even aren't our allies. So how does propaganda influence? So around the room in class, and you'll see the posters when you get back into school, I had some posters placed up regarding the propaganda used in World War I to try to sway public opinion. So we went around to class. I gave students went in groups of 3, and they walked around the room to kind of see each poster, and then they decided what they thought they were getting from it, what meaning they were getting from it. And then once we did that, we moved forward, and then we kind of finished up the class for that day at that point. And that was pretty much the entire class. If you have any questions, double check Canvas to see what we did. Again, make sure you read the pages 419, 418, 418, 419, excuse me, in that order. Starting with the American response, kind of finishing out that section as a result. But take a look at that, see that section, and make sure you cover this stuff with propaganda. Because tomorrow we'll look at more examples of it, because we're going to review what we did today tomorrow. So come into class, be ready to hit the ground running. Have a good day.